Assalamu alaikum. Now in this class we'll discuss the method of grading, how the dielectric is graded so that the dielectric strength is make almost uniform throughout its length. There are usually two methods. One is capacitive grading, where more than one dielectric material is used. Instead of single material from the conductor surface to sheath, we are using different dielectric materials of different dielectric strength so as to make this dielectric strength uniform. The other one is the intersheath grading, where the same dielectric material is used, but potential at certain radii are held to certain values by interposing the metal sheath. In this case, what we do, in the second case, we use the same dielectric material, but in between we use different intersheaths. Intersheaths, they are interposing in between the dielectric, and they are deliberately kept at a particular potential. And that potential is the different potential is given to the dielectric by using a transformer. You will see that. We'll first discuss the capacitive grading. What does this mean? Our motive is to make the potential distribution uniform throughout the dielectric. So it looks like this. This is G max and this is G min. This is actually an ideal case where you will see that G max is equal to G min, and throughout this dielectric its value will be same. And as I've told you here in the statement itself, that more than one dielectric material is used. Here this is the conductor, this is its radius is equal to small r, and this one from this point to this point is one dielectric material, and above this is another dielectric material, and above this is another dielectric material there. So in this case we have used three dielectric materials to make the dielectric of a cable. The relative permittivity of this dielectric is E1, the second one is E2, and the third one is E3. And the radius of this dielectric from the center of the conductor is denoted by small r1, and the radius of the second dielectric is denoted by the small r2, and the radius of the third dielectric is denoted by the capital R. Actually, this is not the radius of this dielectric. We can see it is the thickness of this other dielectric is capital R minus R2. The second dielectric thickness will be small r2 minus small r1, and the first dielectric thickness will be r1 minus small r. And this is the potential distribution. You can see it is a practical distribution of the, because here to here there will be the change in dielectric strength, and it will be maximum at what point? It will be maximum at the surface of the conductor, and it goes on decreasing. Similarly, at this point, since it is dielectric material, this E has increased. Sorry, it is E, because of different electrical permittivity, it will slightly go up, and we will see that how this happens. Why will this go up? And then you will see that this difference has minimized from G maximum to G minimum. This difference has minimized. So in this case we have a little bit successful in bringing this point, that G max point, close to G minimum. And in this case we can use, as I have told you earlier, that we can use such cable whose this potential distribution is like this for higher operating voltage. Now, how this dielectric, or we can say the lengths, are related. Let us say G1. G1 is the electric stress in material 1. It will be given by Q divided by 2 pi epsilon naught epsilon R1, and small r is the radius of the conductor. It is because in the first one, this Q is actually the charge on the conductor, as you have already done, and it will be charge per unit length. This is the electrical permittivity ER1 of the first dielectric. Similarly, G2 will be Q divided by 2 pi epsilon 0. ER2 into small r1. Again, this charge and this charge will be same because both are enclosing the same charge. The only difference is that in this case we are calculating this electric field intensity or potential distribution at x is equal to r1. Similarly, G3 will be like this. So our motive is to make this G1, that is G1 max is equal to G2 max is equal to G3 max. They should be same. When they are same, these three equations will be equal. That means this Q and Q will be cancelled out. 2 pi epsilon naught, 2 pi epsilon naught, 2 pi epsilon will be cancelled out. That means ER1, that is the multiplication of the permittivity and the radius of the dielectric in every dielectric will be same. That is ER1 into R is equal to ER2 into R1 is equal to ER3 into R2. Since we know that this R, that is the radius of the conductor, is smaller as compared to radius of the first dielectric material than the radius of the second dielectric material. When we know this, it means the dielectric or permittivity of the material first should be greater than the permittivity of the material second and permittivity of the material third. Since we are using the three uh, layers, we get the equation for 3. If we use the n layers, we will get the equation like this: ER1 should be greater than ER2 should be greater than ER3 dash up to greater than ERn. So we'll conclude here. This means that the material with the highest dielectric should be placed near the conductor. So the dielectric material having the highest permittivity should be placed near the conductor, and the other layers should be placed in the descending order of their dielectric strength, and the remaining should be placed in the descending order, so that this equation should be fulfilled to get G1 equal to G2 equal to G3. When this maximum values of three materials should be equal, this curve will be like this, because this is actually G1, this is G2, and this is G3. This should be equal. When this is equal, you will see that this distribution will be, or we can say the minimum value of this will not go beyond this. Since it has abruptly increased to this, after that it will slightly decrease and it will come to this point. It will not go to the actual minimum of the, or we can say actual minimum will be this point. So the difference of the Gmax and Gmin has been decreased. Now, since we know that G1, that is the electric field stress at the surface of the conductor, is given by V1 divided by R ln of R1 by R. This is actually electric field stress at the surface of the first dielectric. Okay. Similarly, G2 will be equal to V2 divided by R1 ln of R2 by R1. Similarly, G3, that is electric field stress at the surface of the third dielectric, will be equal to V3 R2 ln of R by R2. And this is the distribution of this different radii. This is R radius of the conductor. This is R1 radius of the first dielectric, radius of the second dielectric, and radius of the actual conductor, or the radius of the third dielectric. So from this equation, this V1 will be equal to G1 R ln of R by R1. This V1 is actually voltage across this. V2 is equal to G2 R2 ln of R2 by R1. This will be V2. Similarly, this will be V3. The total voltage from here to here will be V1 plus V2 plus V3. That will be the voltage of this conductor with respect to sheet, because sheet is at the potential of the ground. Since G1 is equal to G2 is equal to G3, let us say it is equal to Gmax, as we have already seen. So this V will be equal to, total operating voltage will be equal to Gmax R ln of R1 by R plus R1 ln of R2 by R plus R2 ln of R by R2 volts. In this case, you can calculate the value of the voltage. And once more, capacitance of this type of cable can be calculated like this: C is equal to Q by V. C is equal to Q by V. And what is the value of V? V is equal to G max. V is equal to this, as you have already written over here. And from this you can calculate the value of capacitance. The total capacitance of this type of cable is given by 2 pi epsilon 1 by epsilon 1 ln of R1 by R plus 1 by epsilon 2 ln of R2 by R1 plus 1 by epsilon 3 ln of R by R2. And you can do this, you can calculate this. I have directly written the value of Q, since Q value of C. You will see that this G max will be this G max. You have to write this value Q by V. In place of Q you have to write Q is equal to G1 2 pi epsilon naught of this, and then yes, you can write out this value. You can, I mean to say is, when you write this V is equal to G max ln of this, and then you have to replace this G max in terms of this Q divided by this, and then that Q that will cancel out. Finally you will get this. You can do it on your own. Thank you.